Let's get real. You do not want to be in your 40s wishing that you were 21 again because you waited on something that wasn't guaranteed. You wanted to wait until you got a man. You wanted to wait until you got into a relationship. What you need to be thinking about is the little version of you. That is who has already passed you by. You are no longer that age. I refuse to wait on an unpromised future, unguaranteed future, just to create a false sense of security for myself to think, oh, that's when I'll start living. That's when I'll start going to these events. That's when I'll start meeting new people. You miss out on so much. Hello, guys and gals. Today's episode, I really want to talk about why you need to start living your life now. The future is literally unpromised. The future man, you don't know when he's going to come around, and that is unpromised too. Your time on earth is unpromised. The group of friends, unpromised. You don't know how they'll be, when they'll come around, who they'll be. I really want to talk about why you should start living your life right now and how waiting for things to be in a certain place to start living will only cause you to let life pass you by. But before we get started, give me a like, comment, and subscribe, of course. As always, I'm here to help you grow, build confidence, and self-discipline. I think as women, we are expected to be perfect. Because of that, it's literally so easy for us to feel like we have to have every single duck in a row for us to actually have great experiences, to experience anything. I think we feel like our finances need to look a certain way. We need to mentally be a certain way. And we just feel like we need to have all of this like made up constructs that need to be put together before we can actually start enjoying life. After a couple years of therapy, simply I have to disagree. Truth of the matter is, if you were going to die tomorrow, would you be satisfied with what you've done on earth today? We're taught all these constructs. You have to be a certain way and get to this level and have this, that, and the third. Cater to men, appeal to men, and you have to be humble, and you have to do this to keep a man. A bunch of ugh. So let's say if I really want to go try a dinner spot, everybody's complaining and they want to try something else, or it's not a good time, blah, 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 blah. But I've been looking at this spot for months and I really want to try it. I give in and we end up going somewhere like Longhorn. Or I have these dresses in the closet. I'm like, well, I'm going to wait until I go on a date. But the man hasn't taken me on a date in a while. You know what I'm trying to say? My whole point is, what if I just switch that around and there's a restaurant I wanted to try? I booked it in my calendar, my reservation, and I just went. Them clothes I had in the closet, I wore them to the nice dinner that I went to. We feel like we have to wait on other people. Things have to be in place. Everyone has to be in agreement to go to this spot. Everyone has to be available for me to experience this. When in reality, we have to have our own time and our own construct of, I'm okay in my solitude. I can go alone. I know it's daunting. I do. But you miss out on so much trying to wait for the perfect situation. There is no such thing as your life starts once you get to a certain point. Your life has already started, right where you're at, financially, mentally, and physically. Think about the younger you. That is the you that has already passed you by. That is the version of you that wants you to live your life. Stop waiting for the perfect man to arrive. Stop waiting for the perfect friends to arrive. You could have all the perfect things that you envision in the world and be on your deathbed the next day. You could have everything in the world and then be suddenly sick. You could have everything in the world and the next day you die. You don't want to be in your 40s and 50s looking back saying, ugh, I wish I was in my 20s again. I spent so much time waiting on other people. I didn't experience anything. I was too scared to go try that restaurant. I was too scared to go to that concert. I was too scared to go to the mall. I was too scared to just be with myself. I refuse to wait for the perfect man to come around for me to go out to nice dinners, to take trips, to chase my career, to build my finances, to do anything that makes my little heart happy. Why would I wait for someone to come in the picture to give me everything that I've ever wanted? When in reality, Who knows? I could run into them 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and I sit around and be miserable and not do the things that I want to do that make me happy. This is the problem. One thing I have learned is that the only person that you can truly depend on is yourself. The longer you wait for other people to get it together, you're going to miss out. The longer you try to work with everybody and compromise and nobody is compromising with you, you miss out. You have to start putting yourself first. It does not require somebody to come around in order for you to receive flowers. It does not require for you to have a buddy to go to a dinner. It does not require somebody for you to actually accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. You, at the end of the day, have to live with yourself. You, at the end of the day, have to live with yourself. I know people have their varying opinions on this, and I love the people that have the big friend groups and they can take trips together, they can go out together, they can constantly call them, be at their house immediately. But that's not the case for everybody, and that's okay. I think we need to normalize doing things on your own and not waiting for other people. As women, I really want us to get comfortable being with ourselves. Us lover girls are women that just really value men, and we want that perfect man so that we can step into our femininity and live in our soft life, etc. But I feel as though you can create that before you get to him. I think he will just enhance that. It is so easy to let life pass you by, and it's scary to feel that you have to wait for someone solid to come around for you to receive flowers, to go to nice places, to wear nice things. There was a point in time where I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to wear this on a date. I'll wear this, when he takes me on a date. And then when he's not taking you on a date, it's like, well, you're not wearing your stuff. And you've been wanting to wear your stuff. Or you want him to take you on a date and you're waiting for him to take you on one, but you're not trying these restaurants you've been wanting to try. You're waiting for him to take you on a date. You want to go travel, but you're like, I'm going to wait until he asks me to travel. Even if you are with somebody, you have to be comfortable being with yourself. Let's say the perfect person does come around because you have missed out on so many things because you've been waiting for them. Eventually, you start to project and resent them if they're not doing everything that you have been waiting to do. This person could have been fully living their life. They're excited to be with you, but because you have been putting all of these things on hold, putting the things that you want to do on hold, the outfits, the trips, the dinners, you are expecting them to perform at an unrealistic rate. We have to realize that our actions actually literally fall down like dominoes. Every decision that we make impacts another. And I know Valentine's Day is around the corner, but girl, go buy yourself some flowers. Me, I refuse to spend a holiday miserable. You might have your little moment, but get up. Get in the field. Go to Whole Foods, get you a bouquet. Go to the farmer's market and get you a bouquet. Schedule a hair appointment. Get your hair done. Get your nails done. Get a nice outfit. Go to dinner or don't. Make a nice dinner. One thing I've learned, in order to be really comfortable with yourself, you got to make things work for you. If you know that you like certain holidays and you like to feel a certain way, do the things that you need to do. If you want to go get a massage, go get a massage. I got my stuff booked already, honey. My hair appointment, my massage, my dinner. I never played. That is something I've learned the hard way. There was a time where I was really waiting for people to get it together, to treat me right. And at the same time, while I was waiting, I wasn't catering to myself. And that's where I messed up. While I was waiting, if I was catering to myself, then I wouldn't have been waiting on them at all. It would have been peace out the door. There is no more you. You have to take care of you. You have to put yourself first. You have to put your needs first. It is so detrimental for you to wait on a future that is unpromised. That man could never come around. That girl could never come around. Things could never shake up. You could literally end up getting married in your 50s. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's the reality for some people. So you literally have to stop thinking that, oh, it's going to happen soon, soon, soon. You'll be saying soon for the rest of your life. That's like holding your breath, waiting on an apology from somebody that really wouldn't even spit on you if you were on fire. I want us to take it more seriously that We cannot let life pass us by waiting on a future that is unguaranteed. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know what type of physical or mental condition you're going to be in. You don't know how much money you're going to make. You don't know what your life is going to be like. But I'm telling you, the sooner that you start living your life, things are going to change. As kids, we have such great dreams of the women that we want to be, the goals that we want to achieve. You have this whole vision of who you want to be, this successful girl. And even though you may not be able to fully comprehend or draw out every single detail, you know that that's who you want to be. Part of that is being happy. I've learned the hard way, but in the best way possible, to just be comfortable with myself. I haven't come across a solid man yet. Okay? And I pray for it. I pray for the characteristics. I pray for the dream man. I do. But also within that, to that point, we don't know how long we're going to be on this physical earth. What we need to start teaching the young girls is that you will be so much happier by fulfilling yourself. There's a lot of with social media of men making stuff happen and blah, blah, blah. And everybody showing a highlight reel. It has to do with it as well, especially in this digital age. Everything looks good. It looks a certain way. People are getting cars. People are getting bags. People are getting all the different things. And then I'm not saying all of them, but eventually you start to see all the reports of cheating and domestic violence and all the other things. And that's why I'm a big advocate for not comparing yourself to what you see online either, because you really have no idea what goes on behind closed doors. That's also what takes part in this type of mentality of waiting for the perfect situation, because I think sometimes women will think, oh, well, I'm gonna wait until a man can give me a car and he can give me a home and he can give me this, that, and the third. But it's like, based on what you've seen, you have no idea what that's taken. And again, that's not guaranteed. I'm a big advocate for, girl, try to get it yourself. Like, try to get it yourself. There is a certain level of gratification as a woman that you get when you start making things happen on your own. Like, period. Buy yourself the flowers, go to dinner, take the trip, buy the bag, buy the car, buy the house. I feel like the right man for you is not going to be threatened by any of that. Valentine's Day rolls up in the next 2 weeks. I just want you to take extra care of yourself and start getting into that routine. It's so easy to see couples on social media, see them in person, and in some ways feel envy. You can tell yourself, oh, I wish I had somebody to go here with, or I wish I had a date, or I wish I had somebody to get me flowers. But until you get that, you need to handle that. Put in the order of flowers for yourself. Schedule that dinner reservation. I made mine a month ago. Because I was like, well, since I remembered, I need to make it right now. But when I am with somebody, they need to have this stuff planned ahead of time too. So I'm going to do it the way that I would want to do it. There's so much beauty in doing things alone. You learn a lot about yourself. You get comfortable with yourself. You're the only person that you have to deal with and fight the thoughts in your head. You might as well be nice to yourself and change how you treat yourself, because you only get this relationship with yourself one time. So yeah, I'm not waiting around on an unpromised future, unpromised man to live my life. To be quite honest, it's been going really well. Without the love that you have for yourself, nobody can ever change the way that you feel about you. Valentine's Day season, make sure that you're extra nice to yourself. Make sure that you do something nice, get all cute, done up, do what you need to do. Relax, write a love letter to yourself, and most of all, live for now. You are already living, and make the little girl in you proud. Love you. Bye.